Hi everyone, my name is Mary. I work as part of the chaplaincy team here in the University of Sunderland. I'm the lay Catholic chaplain. It's great to be with you to share this short message. Obviously it would have been great to be sharing it with you in Sunderland Minster, but recording this message in my own home does make me feel a little bit like the Queen. How many times have we heard people say, "This is a Christmas like no other"? And in many ways, they might be right. Thinking back to New Year 2020, we all had big hopes and ideas for this lovely round figure of a year. We didn't plan for masks, lockdown, social distancing, restrictions and tears. Tens of thousands of lives lost and tens of thousands of lives changed, with unemployment and stress on the rise. I can't pretend to understand what this year has been like for you. We've all had our own challenges. But I hope you've seen glimmers of hope along the way too. Rainbows in windows, clapping in doorways, stories of frontline staff and volunteers, people taking an extra step further to make a difference or show others they care. Gratitude is a gift to our brains. When we take a moment to be thankful, we boost our levels of optimism, self-esteem and positive mood. This is scientifically grounded. Gratitude is associated with the feel-good neurotransmitter, dopamine. Gratitude is also associated with increased activity in our hypothalamus, which helps our metabolism, stress levels and sleep patterns. I don't think it's an accident that God created us with minds hardwired in this way. He is a loving and generous giver. Even in this very process of saying thank you, he wants to bless us. And this is nothing new. Over 500 years ago, Saint Ignatius of Loyola, a Spanish priest who founded the Jesuits, wrote a guide for daily meditation at which gratitude is at its heart. And going back even further, over 2,000 years ago, a young woman at the start of the very first Advent was told she was going to have a baby. She rushed to tell her cousin the good news. Mary's heart was full of thanksgiving. She says to her cousin Elizabeth, "My soul glorifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices. He looked upon me, his servant, in my lowliness. He has worked marvels for me." Mary and Joseph arrive in Bethlehem. They must have been bursting with anticipation and excitement, knowing that this very special baby would be born any day soon. They knocked on door after door, searching for a safe place to welcome this child into the world. I think I'd have got frustrated. "There's no room at the inn. Can't you see I'm pregnant? Don't you know who this baby is?" But I think Our Lady was probably more gracious than me. In a lowly stable, surrounded by animals and shepherds, Mary and Joseph give thanks for the birth of a son, Emmanuel, which means God is with us. And as Christians, we believe that God is love. Love is with us. Sometimes gratitude isn't easy. Some days we might feel like plenty of doors have been shut in our faces and we are at a loss of what to do. 2,000 years ago, a totally mixed bag of people and animals were united in the most unlikely of places to worship a tiny and vulnerable sign of human life. Shepherds and kings, a lowly handmaid, her carpenter fiancé, and a heavenly host of angels. Today, we are united even though our experience, our background and our ideas might be different. We come together, even if only online, but we are united by a common desire to nurture goodness, hope, life and love in our community. In a TED talk by a Benedictine monk, Brother David says that gratitude gives birth to happiness. Let's bring joy to the world. Tonight, take a moment to think or write down 5, 3 or even one thing that you are grateful for. Wishing you a very merry everything and a happy always.